Hey family, welcome to Just Grow with me. So I am out in the she shed today because it is cold and rainy, and I have not been able to get out here for a whole week. I've been gone for a week, and one of the things I wanted to do today was to get some seeds down. I wanted to continue to build on my compost soil. Um, Not my compost soil, but I want to add some compost to my soil. And it's crazy, y'all, because I've been gone for a week. So I'm like, okay, well, when I get to the garden, I'm going to go ahead and snatch out the rest of the collard greens in one of the beds. And I am going to go ahead and start putting all my food scraps in the soil and let it do what it does until I'm ready to actually start planting something in that bed. Why those collard greens look so doggone good? Why? They are rocking out. But I'll say this. I did say that I wasn't going to like just cut the leaves off. I was just going to cut the whole head and take the whole thing. But I feel some type of way. Like I really feel like, do you really want to kill that baby? Going through it on that moment. So anyway, I've been in this she shed and I've already started potting up some things. I got a couple of things that I got. So I got some tomatoes. I've done these two so far, which is my tomatoes. I have Artesian, Celebrity, Black Prim. I have a tomato that I didn't know the name of the label I had on it was just a determinate tomato. So when it's time to come up, I could have two of the same tomatoes, one that I knew the name of and one that I didn't, but they were the same thing. So this one says tomato, just a determinant. So for me, I know I can put that maybe somewhere in a pot or something that I can still try to control the environment. Now let me say this. This year, what I'm deciding to do is this. It's a little cold out here, y'all. I don't have no heat or anything in here. But this is mine and I'm excited about it. So one of the things I decided this year that I wanted to do was I'm not going to plant a whole lot of tomatoes. Why? Because I use the suckers to propagate more tomatoes. Okay, so look it, check it out. If I had a tomato and it started producing and it's doing well and I actually enjoy the flavor, I would take one of those suckers and pot up another tomato from the sucker and root it out. And what I normally do is I cut them, I just put it straight in soil, and then I will put it either in the greenhouse if it's really really hot. I put it in the greenhouse because I don't want to stress it out, right? Because it's already going to be stressed because I cut it from the mother plant. But I'll put it somewhere where it'll have time to adjust and get started. And then when it gets strong enough, I would then bring it outdoors. Now I do put it in whatever pot that I'm deciding to keep it in, and I just let it do what it does. Literally, I cut it, I get my soil prepared, I put my bone meal, my compost, whatever, my worm casting, whatever I decide to put in that pot at the time, I put it all in the pot at that one time. I even put my straw. Like once I take that sucker, I put it in the soil and I take the straw and I put it around there. I water it real good and I leave it more so in a shady area so it doesn't get stressed out. Once I see now it's no longer limp and it's standing on its own, then I go ahead and bring it outdoors where what I say his family is or her family is. I take it from that point and then I put it outdoors where I want that new tomato plant to go. Because one of the other things is if you have a plant that's doing really good, now we have moments where in the beginning tomatoes do really, really good. It's not as much pest, right? But then when you get into like April, May, them bugs start kicking up. June, oh man, we in war, right? So what I say is when that comes, now we got the pressures. Those suckers help to where some of these tomatoes are like 120 days, 125 days from seed to actually production. But I think that also determines not only your pressure, the healthiness of your plant with the flowers to give you the flowers and stuff to make it get a good get a good production on it, right? So if the plant is healthy, it's going to continue to do what it does. But that pest control also, then I feel like, okay, well, the bugs are starting to come out. I'll take a sucker and I'll start me another one if I feel like, okay, this mother plant has already been giving me a lot. It's doing well, but it's starting to get that pressure. I will take a sucker and restart that process because one, it has to be something that I enjoy, which most tomatoes I do enjoy. But again, last year I was moving around, I was losing labels, so I might have liked a tomato and didn't know which one it was. So this year we're gonna try to be a little more organized and structured on how we do this process. Um, so that's my tomato rant. This is what I love to do. I enjoy like learning, seeing what I like, seeing what adjustments I need to make. So I'm doing tomatoes and I'm doing my peppers. Whether those are hot peppers or my bell peppers. I am, remember I told you guys, I'm doing a lot of bell peppers. I haven't put the peppers in just yet, but let me tell you, I do have, so I had like what I'm gonna put over here, what I'm gonna put over here. I do have a couple that I'm not sure of. So I have this one done, which is my black creme, and I had this one, which is my globe tomato. I did like the globe tomato because it wasn't too big, but it wasn't too small, and it was juicy. It was really, really juicy. So let me say this. What I have left to pot up for this little area, and I'm trying to, and again, I don't have heat or anything in here. So first what I'm going to see, I'm going to see. Now last year I had all my heat mats and I was booming. This year I'm going to see if just being in here, not allowing that wind and stuff to hit it, it will get warm in here. Um, I guess sort of kind of, I think it's a little like the greenhouse because it has the shelter. Now it doesn't get really, really hot in here. If I can get some electric in here, then I will. But I do have a couple of little lights that are solar that I'll try to just aim it over here so it can at least have some type of light. Um, we're gonna just try it. I mean, and if it doesn't work, I can always take it to the greenhouse. But again, in the greenhouse, it gets the light, but it still feels to me like outdoors. So some people are putting this stuff outside. Now, remember, I did do the winter thing, and those are outside. I want to see if they're gonna come up or not. And I did remember I put bell peppers out there too, just to see if if they're gonna come up once it gets warm. I do have a lot going on now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, don't judge me. Love on me. All right. So I got an ace tomato, and then I got a jalapeno. This is like the bigger jalapeno that I want to try. And then this one, again, it just says tomato, which means I ordered it from somebody and they attached this to the actual package. And I don't know what happened to the package. But I like it when they like do stuff like this. Like when they actually put it on here. Now I will say I ordered from Johnny C's, and Johnny Seeds to me do really, really well. I think the only thing sometimes I have an issue with is they packaging don't say what it actually is. It gives like their information. So I have to like go look at my prior order, or I will have to write it on the package when my order comes so I can know, oh, this was such and such pepper or such and such tomato versus and it might just be so they do that so you can't steal their stuff. I don't know, but that is the only thing making things easier to keep up with when it comes to the labeling and stuff. So I don't know what this tomato is. Again, it could be one of the ones I already have, but when it comes to this, like, okay, I don't know what this is, so I'm not gonna do 4 or 5 of these. I'm only gonna probably do two. Do two. Oh, and I did put on the back of these how many I've done, so I can know when it's time for germination whether I'm looking for more to come up or whether everything did come up. So that's another thing that I do. I got so those are what's left in this area right here. Then I have these, which I'm putting in these 6 containers. Yeah, these 6 containers is a Serrano chili, which is 75 days. So again, if I have the information, I'm gonna try to put it on here so I can know what to look forward to, what to process. If I need to drop some more, do I still have time? And that's important because say if I drop some, we do good, and I'm thinking, oh, that pepper's starting to now fall, die down, then I can go ahead and say, hey, I got more, and I know how many days it's going to take me to get these going. So this one is 75 days. I got some mixed bell peppers. These are 70 days. This is a cayenne, which is 75 days. A bell pepper sweet, which is 75 days. This one is another jalapeno. It's 70 to 80 days, depending on whether you want them red or green. And this one's just a sweet garden pepper. And this one is 75 days. So remember, I did say I want to plant a lot of bell peppers. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just in here hanging out, and I figured, why not record and just show you guys that I'm still in the game. I am still in the game. I just be mothering and working and trying to get the house together. There's so many things on my plate right now. So if you let me do what I want to do, I want to play in the dirt. You guys know I love to play in the dirt. So onions are good. Like, I want to give you guys a nice quick tour once I get situated, but I can't right now just because it is raining like crazy outside. So I don't want to go out there yet. I did do a walkthrough of the yard and everything. I have not went into the greenhouse yet, but I just walked the yard and made sure everything was looking good. The onions and the garlic, man, they're looking so good. I mean, even with this cold weather and everything, I do have a lot of straw on a lot of the, I have a lot of straw on all the beds actually. So maybe that's helping. My apple trees and everything, they're still looking good. Surprisingly, the apple trees actually still also have leaves on them. So, and if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking out the window, and as I'm talking to you, I'm actually looking, giving you like, okay, that looks good, that looks good. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the collard greens and everything's looking good. I did do the extra arch, the new arch, and I don't have much in that bed. So I'm excited because eventually what I want to do is keep adding the compost to the beds, and as I add the compost to the beds, once it gets time to plant up those beds, I'm going to go ahead, and the soil should be nice and rich and healthy for that. Remember, we feed the soil, not the plants, because the soil is what feeds the plants, okay? So yeah, just watch me do it. I am done with the potting up. It is still raining like crazy. I'm in here jamming to my music though. Alright, so let me show you. I don't know if you guys can see everything. I have finished potting up everything. I will leave it in here. This is the only one I did half and half. I did let me show you. I did cilantro and celery in this one. So I put the cilantro, since it's the first one, in the front, and then the celery in the back. I did not realize those celery seeds are so little. I mean, they're so little. So I'm thinking I should be able to tell the difference between this seed, this seed versus these little seeds in here. So I should be good there. I feel like I'm good. I am about to, I think I'm slick about to go play in the rain, y'all. I mean, I didn't come out here for nothing. I got things to do. I literally need to, I really do want to mix this compost, put a couple, oh, and some of the broccolis. I'm just over it. So I can probably bring some broccoli home, cut the plants down, and again, get those beds or those pots. So those are more pots than anything. Start preparing those pots. What I'll probably do is just try to cut down the broccoli and or the cabbages or whatever is growing in the pots that I want to take home, and then just let the roots and everything, you know, die down in a pot. And I'll probably either add more soil. Not today, I won't add soil because again it is raining. But I'll add more soil, and I would again, if I needed any blood meal, bone meal, or I've been actually doing also my own. I started doing the what is it called? My green water, where I take all my leaves and stuff that may not be any good. I just chop them up and throw them in a bucket and let the water, and I'll just start fertilizing that way just as well. I was hoping that, what time is it? Okay, so it's 10:30, and I was hoping that the rain would have stopped by now. And if not stopped, at least it slows down enough to where I can go play in it. I don't mind getting wet. I don't care about that type of stuff. But I do mind getting soaked. And if you know, there's a difference. So, we about to go see. You know what? Let me show you. Because like I said, everything in here is good. I will probably just do a spritz of stuff. Just like a quick little water spritz. And then be done with that. And then, yeah, I'm just going to leave everything in here anyway. Because I'm not taking anything outside. I do have to get a lid for this one. But besides that, we're good. 2025, we already have now our plants getting ready. My lemons are doing really good. Y'all look. They are still green. I don't have to water it often, so that's a plus. But they're still green. I don't know if you can really see it. But they're still green. Let me see. I don't see any, actually. I think roots are like more so in the bottom. So I don't see any like crazy rooting, but I do think because it's still green that once it's time, let me see. Again, no crazy rooting, but they're still green. So I definitely feel like once it's time to get them outdoors, they're gonna rock and roll. I'm literally looking to see if I got any crazy roots. I like doing it in these clear cups because a lot of times if there's like the roots are doing really good and showing out, they normally you can see them through the cups. Again, it is still cold, so the roots may not be doing, oh, I think I see some of the roots right here, but the roots are not rocking out the way they may want to right now because it's cold still. Again, I did bring them in the she shed so I don't, so we don't mess up and kill them. But let me show you outside a little bit, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Woo! I don't know if you guys can hear it, but look at outside, y'all. Woo! So yeah, it is wet. It is wet. But I do plan on getting out here. And it's cold. It's like 50 some degrees. So, I mean, it can always be worse. But even with that, like, I don't know if you guys could see the collards and stuff over there is still rocking out. And of course, I can't bring the camera out there because I don't want nothing to get messed up. But we're still really, really looking good. Look at that. Look at that over there. I mean, and even over there, I don't see, oh, you probably can't see it too well. But even over there on that end, it's still looking really, really good. And that's why I'm going to get all the broccoli and stuff from on that side. So, let's say this. I'm going to probably go play in the water for a little bit. It's getting cold. I don't know how long I'm going to be out here. Maybe not too long. And then I'll probably call it a day. So, please like, subscribe, and share. Come along with me with the journey for 25 and see what we're growing up. See what we're doing different than others. Seeing what we're doing the same with others. Oh, look. Let me show you. You see the things that's still on the ground over there? The winterizing stuff is right there on the bricks. So, again, I'm trying that too. I want to just see what we can do. 2025, let's just try a whole bunch of stuff differently. Who's to tell me we can't? So, until next time, again, please like, subscribe, and share. And I may come back, but I probably won't because it's cold and wet. Look at this, y'all. It's cold and wet. And she about to go play in the rain. But hey, just grow with me. Bye.